The Philosophy of Jean-Jacques Rousseau by Olivia Bouffards. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was born on June 28, 1712, and died on July 2, 1778. He was born in Geneva, an independent capitalist city-state. He's a Swiss-born philosopher, writer, and political theorist whose thinkings marked the end of the Age of Reasoning and promoted political and ethical thinking. He revolutionized the world of art, starting with music, and his philosophies came about because of music. Rousseau was one of the main contributors towards the Enlightenment period. The story behind his philosophy is that in 1750, his essay Discourse on the Arts and Sciences won him first prize in a competition. He discussed whether or not the development of the arts and sciences had been morally beneficial, which he answered no to. Then his opera, The Village Soothsayer, was performed for the king in 1752, where he was defending Italian music against the music of Jean-Philippe Rameau and other famous composers. His philosophy came about through music in order to defend it. His philosophy had two parts, moral and political. The moral part is his moral philosophy stated that human beings are good by nature but are rendered corrupt by society. This idea has two parts which are developed in Discourse on the Origins of Inequality and in MLA. The first part is Amor de Soi, or self-love, which directs people to attend to their basic needs like food and shelter. The second part is Pitié, or compassion, which promotes helping others as long as it doesn't affect one's own self-preservation. His moral philosophy shows that human beings can deceive themselves about their own moral qualities. The second part is his political philosophy. His political philosophy says that a state can be legitimate only if it is guided by the general will of its members. This is shown in one of his major works, The Social Contract. It talked about the freedom of the individual with the authority of the state, which is necessary because in human society, it has evolved to a point where people cannot be satisfied by their own efforts, but they have to depend on the cooperation of others. Rousseau argues that a state in which state power ruled, it would be unfair to the poor because it would be biased towards the rich and give them more power. The social contract aims to create an alternative in which each person can enjoy the protection of the common man. Rousseau has four major works that show all of his philosophies and the ways that they have affected the society. They are the Discourse on the Arts and Sciences, which was written in 1750, Discourse on Inequality, which is 1755, The Social Contract, which was written in 1762, and Emily, which was written in 1762 as well. So, the Discourse on the Arts and Sciences, Rousseau argues that the arts and sciences have not been beneficial to humankind because they were not human needs, but rather a result of pride and vanity. The Discourse of Inequality was next, and in this writing expanded on the theme of mankind from a primitive state of nature to modern society, showing that man underwent a psychological transformation and came to value the opinion of others as more important than their own. The next one was his most famous one, which was The Social Contract, which Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract theorized about the best way to establish a political community in the face of the problems in commercial society. Not only did his work inspire political reforms or revolutions in his lifetime, but these same ideals are influential today. His last one was also in 1762, the same as The Social Contract, which was Emily, which said that the aim of education was to learn how to live righteously, and this should be accomplished by following a guardian who can guide his pupil through various contrived learning experiences. Final thoughts are the philosophies of Rousseau still have a profound impact today. His social contract outlined conditions of a legitimate government, and the words that he spoke still apply today. And like Rousseau did, it is important to identify the common good and revive a democracy that is needed for equality. And here are the resources.